Let's bring in Manisha now with what's happening on the commodity side of things. Yesterday, of course, there was great amount of excitement with regards to, commodities and metals and steel in particular. But what's top of mind today? Manisha is here. Manisha.
Well, thank you for that, Prashant. Well, I'm looking at the crude oil prices because the major excitement comes in here. 2% of gains in the overnight markets, and with that, we're trading at a 5-month highs. So even with that bit of a profit taking that you've seen, we are inching close to that $87 per barrel mark here. It has been a one-side gain that we've seen in for the prices. It's up by nearly 12 to 13% for both the crude varieties for 2024 till time. Well, concerns come in from the OPEC and countries where Iraq is looking to cut exports by 3.3 million barrels per day. There are similar statements coming in from Saudi Arabia, which are also looking at exports declining for a second straight month, so to 6.3 million barrels per day. So that is one thing that the OPEC and allies production and exports are looking at going down there. Apart from that, the US refineries are picking up attention. We have seen the China numbers come in on the positive side. So whether it has been about factory activity, retail sales, that has surpassed expectations for the month of Jan and Feb. We are looking at higher year-on-year numbers there. Also, industrial production, fixed asset investment also has seen a growth there. The only one point that China did not come out so strong was the unemployment number. That has jumped to a 5-month highs there. But the markets also are looking at supply disruptions in Middle East, increasing US refinery activity, and that has been supportive. There also is a report from Morgan Stanley which says that the OPEC supply is expected to decline anywhere between 0.2 to 0.3 million barrels per day going forward in the second and third quarter, and that could be supportive. So when you look at the global demand outlook as well, many of those numbers have started coming out as we are ending towards the first quarter of the calendar year. So the highest clearly still continues to be from OPEC at 2.25 million barrels, but Wood Mackenzie at 1.9, Morgan Stanley 1.5, IE also has increased it to 1.22. So we are looking at demand growth anywhere between 1.2 to 2.2 going forward. This is what the major banks and brokerages also now feel about the crude oil prices. Goldman Sachs has given out a huge range between $70 to $100 for all of this year. JP Morgan talks about 83 of an average. But between second and third quarter, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America and Stanchart feels that $90 to $95 is where you could be looking at prices moving up. So from these current levels as well, another $6 to $7 of a jump up is what they're working with.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We'll